Wow. Okay, so I'm here early at my job site, but when I was driving over here, I see like people in their vehicles with their masks on still, people walking down the street. It's like zombie land everywhere. And you know what's funny is that years ago, when I said that a big change was coming, people were like, "Yeah, that's bullshit." You know, conspiracy theory, conspiracy theory. But yeah, I explained social engineering on both of my Simon Ramos accounts, my Simon J Ramos, which is my commercial, my Simon Ramos, which is my personal on Facebook. On Instagram, I got immediately removed from Instagram. And throughout the years, I've been saying the same thing, that a big change was coming. Social engineering. I try explaining the United Nations has imposed their United Nations Charter and their Constitution upon all nations. See, every nation has its own constitution. The United Nations is saying, throw all those constitutions out, throw all the monetary systems out, throw everything out, and start from scratch with one world government. And this is stupid because it's even like it'd be like, oh yeah, it's biblical, it's Christianity and blah blah blah, the Catholics and blah. That's hilarious. That's so funny. It's so funny how everything has panned out. And we can all see exactly what's going on. As you drive down the street, you'll see three separate types of zombies. Okay, you have unfortunately, you have this methamphetamine epidemic. That's a real epidemic. If anything, that's a real pandemic because it's everywhere. All right, and this whole methamphetamine, the history of methamphetamine, if anyone goes and looks it up, you'll see that it's actually a bioweapon. It's a biological weapon, it's a chemical weapon, and it was made first it was made to make super soldiers, and then when they realized the downsides and the consequences of those stupid that stupid drug or chemical enhancers, I should say, they realized that no, it's actually not a good thing. It's actually a bad thing. And if you see in World War II, you see the Japanese soldiers lining up right before the kamikazes, and they're literally like they're like, yeah, they're taking a shot of a sake. Like, yeah. No, they weren't. They were taking a super big shot of meth. Like, yeah. They're like, oh, a big old shot of meth down the hatch, and there they go, kamikazing right into the U.S. Aircraft carriers and whatnot. And so that's one. You see one big zombie land group of the meth heads, and they're everywhere. They're just walking around. Some of them have masks, some of them don't, but they're walking around in a schizophrenic state of mentality, and they're screaming on the corners, and it's really sad. All right. The second group, which is actually one main group. Let's just classify them as one main group. The status, and then the severely globe-tarded. Both of those are wearing the masks. They're standing around. They're driving around by themselves. They're standing on bus stops, separated from each other. They're all like standing apart from each other. No one's talking. No one's getting along. Everyone's mad dogging each other. No one's smiling. No smilings. There's no emotion. There's no connection. I mean, literally, what the social engineer. This is really bad, guys. Like, if you guys don't see this, this is really bad. This is not normal. Okay, this is not normal humanity. All right, it's not normal humanity. The way people are like standing apart from each other with their masks, and there's fear in their eyes and terror, and you could see the paranoia. They're standing by the bus stops trying to catch a bus with their masks on, and next to them is a homeless tweaker that has lost his fucking mind and screaming there on the bus stop, just screaming there. And this is in every city. It's not like back in the day. It's like, oh yeah, we see some weird shit in the ghetto. Like, no, man. This is down the street from Disneyland, across the street from the federal court building. This is right in front of the colleges. I mean, schools. I mean, everywhere. It's everywhere. It's really bad, man. It's really bad. This is social engineering, and it was not this bad when I was growing up. Okay, this is. There's no way around. You guys cannot. If everyone thinks that this is gonna be the new normal, then honestly, I'm really pissed because my grandchildren have to grow up in this fucking mess. And this is bullshit. Everything that's happening right now is straight up bullshit. And it's because people are watching TV. And this is the funny part, that when I was a kid growing up, the adults were the ones telling us, stay away from the TV. The TV is going to brainwash you, blah, 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 blah. Now, most of the adults that are still alive are stuck watching TV, scared to death, covering their face in their own home, not talking to their own loved ones, hiding in their rooms, and nowadays, and man, to top it off, with this high inflation and the rent out here in Los Angeles County, wow, you got people are losing homes left and right. People are losing their apartments left and right. Most landlords are like, no, you cannot have 5 families in one apartment. So that's pushing everyone up out into the street. Like, this is really bad, guys. If you guys think that the United Nations is trying to help us, look around. Okay? Look around. The United Nations is not trying to help us. And just the other day, Biden was out there talking about the New World Order. Okay? He admitted it. Biden admitted out of his own fucking mouth. New World Order. Exactly what Senior Bush said on 9/11. And no, I'm not talking about little Bush. Dubba Bush. George Dubba. Okay? I'm not talking about the 9/11 that happened on his watch. I'm talking about the 9/11 the 9/11 speech from his dad's watch. When his dad was president, he made a speech on 9/11. Okay, way before any jet fuel engine jet fuel burned steel. It like melted fucking steel. Jet fuel. Now, that whole 9/11 thing is a whole different thing. I mean, like, and we could see how they used that, and we could see the symbology there, symbolism, the symbolism. How, you know, the dad says something on 9/11 about New World Order, then the son is involved. Was president on 9/11 when a New World Order attacked. Come on, you guys. These are not fucking. They're like, yeah, it's a conspiracy theory. No, they're facts. These are conspiracy facts. Okay, did the United Nations get together to conspire? Yes. Did they conspire to form a social engineering agenda? Yes. Okay, those are facts. So now we have facts about a conspiracy. You guys are so dumb. You globetrotters are so stupid, man. For real. For real, you globetrotters are all dumb. And what's funny is a lot of the globetrotters are like, yeah, Look at that. They're with the mask on, hiding on the same fucking corner, catching the same public transportation, or standing in the same area where the public transportation passes by, talking shit about the tweaker that's on drugs. Then right after, that stupid glowhead runs off to go get boosted. Shoot up some drugs. Look, if you're shooting up drugs so you don't get sick, you're a drug addict. You are dependent on a drug, and you are a drug addict. So for all these idiots taking boosters every year, yeah, look, keep ruining your immune system, okay? By 2030, you're not gonna have an immune system. That's a fact. Oh shit, you globesters are so dumb. Turn off your TVs. You're really stupid. You're incredibly dumb, incredibly stupid, okay? You got cartoons in your head. You got like a little COVID cartoon globe, and then you got a little globe Earth and climbing. You got a bunch of like little globes in your head, and they're just like spinning around, falling apart, and you're like, ah, Chicken Littles and shit, Chicken Littles, man, straight out, running around in circles. Like, oh, the sky is falling. You guys are so stupid. Look what they're doing to society, you fucking morons. Look around you. Look around you. Don't tell me this is for the good of humanity, all right? When they said they're going to end hunger, end poverty, end catastrophes, end pandemics, and think about all that. They're saying they're going to end humanity as we know it. Don't be stupid. It's called critical thinking. Use your head. Use your head. It's not hard. It's not hard. What you first got to do, though, is turn off the mainstream media. Hit the switch button. Click the remote. Click it. All right? Fucking get up. Get off your couch. Walk up to the TV and press the power button. Because look, you're only making humanity look stupid and dumb, all right, by following what the United Nations is telling you what to do, all right? You're giving up everything. You're giving up your freedoms, your rights, your man, you want to talk about laws? This is funny. When I first started all this shit, I explained the main problem that I see on all this is admiralty law, okay? Admiralty law is the law that the international central bankers enforce because that's what they use. Duh. They're traveling from country to country. That's international law. Admiralty is the boats. You know, boats. Hello, boats, sailboats. All right. So these boats, okay, that's admiralty law. This goes all the way back to the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians were actually the from my understanding, from what I've read and from known history, what I've read, the Phoenicians were the first ones to start international trade. Phoenicians were not actually really a culture, they were a culture, but they were not actually a race. They were actually more like the first corporation. So, you know, that's what they were. And they were selling the color purple. That's why they got so big. And you're like, purple? That doesn't make sense, Simon. I know, whatever. But yeah, they got famous for selling the color purple. You guys can look it up. I suggest everyone look up Phoenicians, the color purple, international trade. You'll see what that's about. And so anyways, we have different laws. All right. You have laws, facts, terms, conditions. All of that's law. I mean, all of that's different. None of that's the same. And even laws, all right, on top of, like, you know, the facts, truths, then there's laws. Now, even the laws are different. All right, you have I just explained admiralty law, and it has everything to do with commercialism and trade and commerce and profit and interest and taxes, and it's a horrible system. It's a horrible law system. All right. Next to admiralty law, you have common law. All right. Common law means, like, you know, that's actually what we should be following is common law, and common law deals with getting along with one another. You know, how humans interact with one another. the behavior and the ethics and all, that's common law. Now, on beyond common law, there's natural law. Okay, natural law. Okay, it's natural. Okay, so you look outside and you look at the birds. They naturally chirp. We cannot go out there and say, "Hey, birds, shut up." The birds are gonna be like, "Why should we shut up?" And we're like, "Because we're telling you to." The birds are gonna be like, "This is what we do naturally. We naturally chirp." Without chirping, they would not be birds. That is part of their nature. That's natural law. So us humans have natural law. Okay? Natural law has everything to do with yourself, who you are. You see the difference here? Natural law means you, yourself, perception. Who you are, what you are, and what others are. You respect the nature of and the natural essence of each. Then you have the common law, how you deal with one another. Then you have admiralty, the laws of how you interact financially with one another. Okay? Those are the different laws. What's going on is admiralty law is attacking natural law right now. Telling us humans to put a mask on is not normal for humans. Humans speak. That's what we do. Without our speaking abilities, we would be fucking monkeys. Even monkeys speak, so that doesn't even make sense either. See what I'm saying? It's in our nature to socialize, and you know, it's in our nature to speak. It's in our nature to assemble, to get in groups. It's in our nature to do that. These are natural things. These natural laws are not supposed to be violated. When you start violating natural laws, really bad shit starts happening. People start acting abnormally because their natural way of being is under attack. So that's what's happening, guys. Literally, all right. Admiralty law is being used to attack both common and natural law. Everyone needs to turn off their mainstream media. It's that simple. Just turn it off. If you hear anything about United Nations, laugh at it. They're not helping us. They're not helping us. Don't get mad about it. Trust me, don't get mad. There's no reason to get mad about it. Because we're American. If you're about democracy and freedom, then you're free to be a dumbass idiot if you want. Go ahead, be a retard. Be stupid as fuck. Be as dumb as you want. Okay? If that's what you want to do, you're free to do so. I personally want to be smart. So I'm using my freedom to be smart, and my rights to be smart. My natural laws, natural rights, inalienable. I'd rather be smart. I have no reason to believe the United Nations is my savior. They're not going to save me. Does it look like they're saving me? No. They're not saving me, and they're not saving you. All right? Just get over it. It was a commercial. It's admiralty law bullshit. It's a commercial. Oh, we're gonna save. If you save us, we save you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. If you're in the freedom, okay, if you're in the freedom, then this whole one world government, one world order, you know, United Nations crap is just is totally against that. That it's incompatible. Incompatible. Absolutely incompatible. So you globetards can sit there and watch more cartoons, all right? You're gonna sit there and watch more cartoon, more CGI, more, you know, and you fill your brain up with all that. Feel free. That's your freedom. That's your freedom. But know this: it's not natural. Okay, you don't naturally think a globe in your head. You don't. Okay, you don't. And you by sitting there on a couch and swearing that you know what's going on because the United Nations used UNESCO World Core Curriculum to explain things to you, and you think you are smart or a scientist. Man, dude, you're not. You're a walking and talking commercial. Admiralty law shit. Okay? Free yourselves. Let go of all that commercialism. Okay? You're no different than a Catholic. You're no different than a Catholic or a Muslim.